guys, hope you're doing well. I'm Ashish back with the Techno Freak, and in today's video I have got the all new Apple MacBook Pro 16-inch. So this one is the laptop that I got. As I told you earlier, I would be buying the Apple MacBook because of the insane power that it has with the new M1 Pro and the M1 Max processor. And here we go, I bought this laptop. So this particular model is the base version of the 16-inch M1 Pro edition. So I couldn't get the high spec version in the store, so that's the reason I had to pick this one up, and I will be trying this out for at least 10 days and then I'll be returning this. So I've been using this for past 2 days and I'm really loving it because of the insane amount of power and very less fan noise. So it's like dead silence, you can't even hear the fan running. And whenever I was editing like 4K stuffs and doing some light photo editing, the fan never kicked in and it could barely even get like warmer. So comparing that to my previous Dell laptop, it used to have so much of fan noise as well as so much of overheating. You can see my previous video where I reviewed that product and also the fan noise that comes from that particular laptop. But I think this laptop is gonna be the one that I will be keeping for a very long time. At first I thought it's gonna be really hard for me to switch from Windows to Mac OS, but once I got used to this one, I never want to go back. It is so simple yet so powerful, and so many stuff. It took like maybe 1 day for me to learn because everything is different. The way interface works is different, and it was really hard in the beginning and I was getting like frustrated. But looking into some online videos in YouTube and researching so many stuff, now I think I am gonna be really happy with my purchase. So this is gonna be the laptop that I'll be keeping for a very long time, and I'm really glad that I'm making the switch from Windows to PC after 20 years. And in today's video I'll be unboxing this product and show you guys what you get inside of this MacBook Pro, and we'll do some testing with the speakers as well as the display so that you can see for yourself how good the display actually is and the speakers. Trust me, you're gonna love the speakers on this particular Apple MacBook. So let's go ahead and unbox this product and show you guys what you get inside. Alright, here we have the MacBook Pro 16. So I finally got it in store, and I was lucky enough to get one because the line was way too big to get my hands on the MacBook, and finally I got it. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box. And there we go. So that's your new MacBook Pro 16, and the current model that I got was base gray version and 10-core CPU and 16-core GPU. I don't think that they had the 24-core GPU option in the store itself, so I had to wait. So I have already ordered that one as well, and it's gonna be arriving maybe like November to December, in between summer, because they have to manufacture that particular model and then send it to me. So that's the reason why it was delayed. At the meantime, I got this one just to get along with the Mac OS so that I know it better. And as I already said to you guys, I haven't used the MacBook in my entire life. I've been using the Windows system for past 20 years, so it's gonna be a new thing, like totally new thing for me. So let's go ahead and unbox this product and see what you get inside. So I love the unboxing of the Apple products. It's nice and easy. So you get a flap over here, so you just take this and peel this off. And that's your plastic gone, and let's reveal the MacBook. And there we go. So you are greeted with the laptop on the top. So as they have switched to eco-friendly stuff, it comes with the paper rather than the plastic, which I really like. So I'll just keep the laptop aside for now, and let's see what else is in the box. So this is my first time experience buying an Apple product and reviewing it, because the last time I think I used an Apple product was the iPhone 3GS, which was gifted to me by my father, and after that I have never used and never unboxed an Apple product. So this is gonna be my first time, and looking at the unboxing online, it's totally different, but doing it yourself is gonna be much more enjoyable. So let's see what else is in the box. So here we have got a couple of user manuals, I guess, and MacBook Pro, there we go, nice and colorful, and you get the Apple stickers. There you go, new one and the black one rather than the usual white. So that's a really good thing. I really like this. unboxing experience. And I don't think they have anything else inside. I guess so. Yeah, that's it for this one. And you get this 140 watt wall adapter, also wrapped in a paper kind of bag rather than plastic. So that's your charger and Apple logo on the front, and it looks like a rectangular one rather than the square which we are used in the past. So this one is USB-C, this one comes up, I guess. Yeah, there you go, universal plug. You can plug your own wherever you are traveling. And this one comes with a MagSafe 3.0 charger. So this one is braided cable, which is gonna be really tough and strong one. So what MagSafe actually is, it basically allows to charge your device and without having the risk of like tripping over by someone and accidentally throwing your laptop off the desk. So this one is magnetic and it will connect via magnet. So I really like that way of designing the product, which makes sure that your laptop is nice and safe. And it's braided and really high quality cable. As you can see, it looks like a grayish white rather than a plain white. So I think that's it for what comes in the box. And here we have our laptop. So let's go ahead and take this apart. There we go. Oof, it looks and feels really heavy. So that one is paper as well. And there we go. So MacBook Pro branding is now on the bottom. Comes with the force stand. I think it's slightly raised to make sure that air vent work properly. I don't know, I think that might be the reason. And on the top, that's your Apple logo, classic familiar Apple logo. And this one is the space gray version. And let's go ahead and open this up for the first time. There we go. Ooh, paper inside wrapped, and look at the size of that trackpad. It looks really massive and it has turned on really quick. And you are greeted with this message saying hello, hola. And the first thing I'm noticing is that notch over here on the top, and it comes with all the languages in the first. And look at the size of that keyboard. So now it's all black. I think in the past it used to match the color of this one, like the gap in between the keys, but now it's all black. And the touch bar has gone. I have heard so many people like complaining about the touch bar, and so many people are happy that now it's gone. And this is the size of the trackpad. Look at the size, it's like way too massive and feels really nice as well. 2 speaker wheels on the sides, and you have got new ports over here. That's your HDMI, that's Thunderbolt 4, and SD card reader, so it's back. And looking at the other side, you get the MagSafe charging port, 2 USB Thunderbolt 4 ports, and 1 headphone jack. So I press enter, it says select the language, it's English, enter, and select your region. So that's gonna be Australia. So I'm so used to just like tapping it, and I think you have to click it here so the touch doesn't respond. So you have to like physically click it to make it work. And accessibility, not now. And by the way, you also get the fingerprint scanner here, and this doesn't have a Face ID. I would be much more happy if this actually had the Face ID. It would be very much beneficial if you had the Face ID. You just open up the laptop and you would be good to go. But this one has the improved, I think, camera from 720p from the last year to 1080p camera. So the camera is better. And let's go ahead and connect our Wi-Fi first. The keypad feels really good. The clickiness that it makes. Oh wow. It feels raised, but at the same time it feels so satisfying to type on. So how do you want to transfer your information? I don't want that because I haven't got any Mac, and in my Windows system I think I don't need all of those data. So I'll just put my Apple ID, which I recently made. So I didn't have an Apple ID. I had one for my dad. I gifted him an iPhone, so I had to make one. so that's the only Apple ID I have. So I'll just put my information in, and I'm happy that I got the space gray option because I think I have got the HP laptop that is silver in color as well, and it gets scratched like really easily. So space gray, I think it might be a better choice for me because I've seen most people like YouTuber and stuff going for the silver model, so I just went on with something different. So space gray for me. And please enter the code. So I have already entered that. So create a computer account, so I just want to fill that information in and I'll be back. And that's Siri, so enable Ask Siri. So let's set this up.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
Hi, I'm Siri.
I'm used to
Choose the
Google,
voice
so I'll
you'd
be
like me to
selecting,
use.
of course,
You can change
a
it
Go
later
voice.
in system preferences.
So continue. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, send a message. Hey Siri, how's the weather today? Hey Siri, what does the rest of my day look like? Hey Siri, play some music. And that is all done. In Touch ID, so that's your fingerprint scanner. So this is the first time process, so it's going to be a long one, but I'm just showing you how you will be able to set your MacBook for the first time, as I am a new user. So there might be some few people who will be getting this one or maybe any other Macs. So just to make things easier for them, I'm trying to get this like all the startup and showing you guys how you will be able to do that. So continue. And Apple Pay, I don't have an iPhone, so what color do I like? So dark, light. I should go with dark. And look at those black spot. It looks like really black. And by the way, if I was doing like just opening up my laptop and doing something, my fan would kick in like really quick. And I haven't heard the fan yet, but I haven't done anything heavy on this one as it is a really capable and powerful machine. So we are in the home screen. So it is totally new to me, like I'm used to Windows and this one looks totally different. I'm used to clicking this one and doing the refresh time and again, but it's not here now. In the Windows, the cross, the minimize and the maximize button is on the right hand side, but this one is complete opposite. So this one is cross, I think this one is minimize. Yeah, so that one is minimize and that one is, I don't know what that is. So I'll just close this one and maybe, so battery preferences, I always like my battery to be showing up. So it says so battery percentage, but how do I know how? How do I display the battery percentage anyways? So this is the kind of stuff that I have to get used to because some of the like stuff is totally new to me, and for people who are using MacBook, they would be laughing at me right now because it's like totally new. You're coming from something totally different, so it's gonna take some time, but once I get used to it, it's gonna be a breeze. Alright, so I have been playing with the new MacBook for a while now and I'm getting kind of used to it, and it didn't take me long enough to get used to some of the stuffs. I'm still learning most of the stuffs, like some of the keys that I used to use in Windows, like some of the options such as deleting the files, so you have to manually click and drag it onto the bin to delete the stuffs. So the applications that I got for this particular MacBook was Final Cut Pro trial version, and it's a 90-day trial, so you can get that and get used to Final Cut Pro if you are not used to, and if you're getting a new MacBook. And the laptop that I have already ordered has already got the inbuilt Final Cut Pro, and I found it a little bit more difficult because I'm used to Wondershare Filmora X, which I used to use in my Windows laptop, and coming to Final Cut Pro, everything is like totally new. I looked onto some of the YouTube videos to get used to for the beginners, but it was quite troublesome for me, and that's the reason why I went and bought the Wondershare Filmora X. This cost me $90 to get, and it's a lifetime purchase. So until and unless I know how to use Final Cut Pro like properly, I'll be using the Wondershare Filmora X in this particular MacBook. And the other software that I got was the Pixelmate Pro, and this one is basically a one-time purchase as well. You can buy it in App Store, and I think it's $70 to $80 or something. So this is native to MacBook and I think iPad and iPhones. And I also bought the Affinity Photo and Luminar AI. So these apps are basically designed for photo editing, which is gonna be much more effective for me, because the reason why I got this laptop in the first place was the video editing and the photo editing. So this laptop can handle this without any problem. So my previous Windows laptop, it was super slow, and I tried it in the Dell laptop as well, but it becomes quite laggy when you start adding different kinds of presets as well as different kinds of effects on your photos or the videos, and that makes a lot of fan noise, which gets really irritating whenever you're editing stuff for a long period of time. MacBook, it handles everything really well. I tried a couple of video editing in this one as well as photo editing. No fan noise at all. It gets a little bit warm on this one, but not too warm like the Dell laptop. And the battery life is really good. So the main reason I went on with the 16-inch is for the battery life. It literally lasts for, it looks like you're using any smartphone, not a laptop. And I never plug it in. The charger was sitting here for the entire time, and yesterday night I charged it for like 30 or 40 minutes, and it was up to 80%, and it took additional 45 to 50 minutes to fully charge with the MagSafe charger. So it's that fast. And another thing that I like about this particular laptop is, of course, the speakers. The bass and the sound clarity that comes from this particular laptop is really amazing. I really like watching YouTube stuffs in here because everything seems a lot better with the sound. If the sound of the laptop speaker is good, then everything you watch, every content that you consume on your laptop is going to be much more immersive. So I really enjoy the speaker. I'll just play music here just to show you guys how the sound is from this MacBook 16. I think it's gonna be similar for the 14 as well, but because of this bigger design, the sound is gonna be much more better than the usual 14-inch one. So I'm just playing the NCS music just to show you guys how the sound is from the 16-inch MacBook Pro. So that's the NCS music, so let's go ahead and play this one. So as you guys heard for yourself, the sound that comes from this particular MacBook Pro is really good. So I really like the bass and the clarity of the sound that comes from this speaker. So it has two speakers on the side, and I don't know what's the mechanics here, but the sound that I'm hearing is really good. I don't know if the microphone has picked up the sound well, but if you have a chance to go into the Apple Store and try it out, do it. It's gonna be worth it. And if you are a sound freak like me, then you're gonna love it. So this was just a quick demo of the sound of the MacBook. So let me go ahead and play 4K video just to show you guys the quality of the screen. By the way, you can see the notch up here. So it's not that noticeable. I haven't even noticed that, because some of the apps that you use, for example, if I do it full screen, it blends in together with the top bar and everything is blacked out. So as you can see, nothing is there, and as soon as you minimize that, it's gonna come up. So the way the cursor moves is also different. So I was thinking like you have to go underneath here to get past here, but it just goes through the middle, just like that, as you can see. So I'm moving and it goes just through it, so no problem there. So I'm just playing this HDR content from YouTube. So this one is at 1440p 60 frames per second and HDR. So I'm just recording with my GoPro. I don't know if it's gonna be that much clear, but I'll just let you guys see for yourself what this mini LED does and how good the display actually is. So I can see that all the black part look really like blacked. It's like inky black, and it's not gonna be that good as an OLED screen, but for the mini LED it's really good. And the contrast and the saturation of the video is also really pleasing to the eyes. So as you can see, and the colors pop out really well. That's your screen on the 16-inch MacBook. So as you guys saw for yourself, the screen quality of this particular MacBook 16 is really good, and that's the reason why I went and bought the 16-inch in the first place. So a smaller screen, I have already got the tablet with me, so this one is basically like 13-inch, and I didn't find it any useful to get the 14-inch versions as it has got really small screen. So I got this one basically for video editing, and having bigger screen helps you a lot. And whenever I'm doing some kind of photo editing and stuff, it's gonna help me in those aspects as well. And screen quality, I don't have any issues there. And for the battery life, I have been using this for like past 2 days, and it's really amazing. So I had charged this yesterday at 11 p.m. at night, and it has got 36% battery left. So I've been doing a lot of video editing and photo editing in this, and it has still got 36% battery. So that's really good for a laptop. And if I have to be honest, it is giving me better battery life than my Samsung Galaxy Note 9 phone. That is way more impressive than most of the laptops out there. So as you have seen my previous video on the Dell laptop, I usually get like 3 to 4 hours screen on time for playing the YouTube content, and 7 to 8 hours if I'm doing normal tasks. As I'm new to Mac OS and Apple, so I'm really enjoying the battery life on this particular laptop. For the most part, I can't even hear the fan noise going on. In my previous Dell video, you might have seen the sound and the fan noise going crazy even if I was doing something like normal task. But for this laptop, I haven't heard the fan kick in single time. Yes, even after doing some kind of heavy video editing such as 4K and like light photo editing, the fan doesn't kick in, and it barely gets warm to touch, so you can use it on your lap without any problems. So till now, I'm really enjoying this laptop, and my full review on this particular MacBook is gonna be coming soon when I get my highly spec'd version of the MacBook Pro. That is gonna be M1 Max processor, 16-inch, 24-core GPU. So that's gonna be my go-to laptop for anything that I'll be posting in the days to come. And when I get that particular laptop, I'll be doing some reviews and stuff, and I'll be letting you guys know how I feel about the MacBook. So that's my unboxing and the initial impression of the laptop. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope I will be enjoying this laptop in the days to come as well. So do stay tuned for my full review of this laptop, and I'll also be comparing this laptop with the Dell XPS 15 that I had reviewed in my previous video. So do check that video out. I'll throw the link up here for you guys to check out. And that's it for today's video. So if you enjoyed the content, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, have a good one and peace out.